it to another milestone, and Jesus Christ, that is insane to me. There shouldn't be too much more of the series, but Jesus Christ, 200 episodes. In the last episode, anyway, we finished off the whole arc where... Let me just get on to it so I can get the name of it. We finished off the arc where Rika was thrown back into another world again, and she had to decide whether to take that world or go back to what she fought so hard for. And that was in Higurashi, and the worst option. So, next up then, we are going to go for Higurashi, the strongest pursuer of love. And I can imagine... Let's read this a sec. This is a tale of a peculiar dispute over the precious jewels, the Magatama of Furazu. Jewels capable of granting mutual love that befalls the club members. People who haven't played Higurashi Daybreak can enjoy this too. For other parents, please enjoy Higurashi Daybreak. I don't know what they're referring to, but there. Daybreak, was that the film? I'm not too sure. But... I think I know what's coming, and I think it's going to question my... I think it's going to make me question my life choices up to this point. So, here we go. At the very least, I think it's going to be a bit shorter. Yeah, you can laugh. I think it's going to be fan servicey, if it's the bit of the anime that I'm thinking of. Woo 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 ta ta, run ta ta. Yep, definitely question. You're in a good mood. You found a new pile of trash at the dam site, didn't you? Yeah, that's right. I wonder what's buried in the new pile. I predict I'll find a cute little treasure. After I get home, I'm going straight there for treasure hunting. Keiichi-kun, wanna come too? Wanna come? Who, me? I still haven't finished all the comics Mion lent me. Oh, a girl invites you out, but you'd rather read comics. How? This is what I get for helping a friend in need during club today, huh? No, I'm sorry, I lied. I'm all for treasure hunting. Please allow this one to accompany you on your journey, Rena-san. It's good to have everyone back to normal. Club activities today could be summed up as heartless. Every man for himself. Anyone showing weakness was crushed and dropped into last place. I would gladly romp people at an advantage and be robbed when the roles were reversed. But today, luck just wasn't in my favour, and the deciding match completely backfired on me. Poor Keiichi. That was when Rena had given me a little help. But you ended up in last anyway. The punishment game is this Sunday. I can't wait. Can't wait. Oh, you helped me so much, and now look at me. I'm worthless. In the end, I couldn't put Rena's help to good use, and that locked me in last place. But it was definitely thanks to her that I could even try going for that big deciding match to turn things around. If she hadn't helped me out, I would have lost even worse without even having that opportunity. Rena didn't have any responsibility to try and rescue me. Normally you decide that if you couldn't hope for first, you could at least avoid last. If she left me alone, it would have assured my last place finish. She wouldn't gain anything from saving me aside from risk to herself, would she? And yet she'd helped me anyway. That fragment of kindness in the world of our cold, heartless club was sublime, as though the Buddha's nimbus had reached me in hell. The one rule of our club was to fight without pity or mercy. But even amidst that, Rena was the one who always held on to her kindness. She wants everyone to have a good time playing games. You think too highly of me. Rena just hates one-sided games. I mean, anyone would get sulky if they knew they couldn't make a comeback no matter how hard they fought. Well, I guess. After all, once I was locked in for the punishment game, they started taking my clothing measurements without waiting for the end. Ah, crap. What the heck do they need them for? Sob. I think you can always make a comeback, no matter how bad it gets. Or more like, that's how the world should be. That's why Rena couldn't help but give a chance to people who are up a creek without a paddle. Up a creek. I like how they said it that way. Rena, you're such a nice person. When you were weak, I knocked you out without mercy, so hearing this pricks my conscience. Ooh. Rena does it because she wants to. I'm not telling you to do it too. But well, when Rena's in a pinch, she'd be really happy if you repaid the favour. She would be. Right. I owe you one for today. Well, aside from that, I'll go treasure hunting with you once in a while. Let's meet up at the dam site. Okay, let's meet at the treasure mountain. After answering with a wide smile, Rana ran off waving her arm. We're going to go see if there's a KFC man there. I've really gone into KFC lately. Jesus Christ, too much. Rika? If you don't go shopping soon, you'll miss the special sales. Each customer can get 1 pack of eggs for 10 yen. And a 6-pack of toilet paper is on sale for 8 yen today. And it comes with a sample bath cleaner. And we get twice the stamps if we go before sundown. Jeez, Rika, it's your turn to go shopping today. God damn it, Rika. What is it, Hanyu? Sato's going to get mad if I don't go shopping soon. Oh, Rika here, look at this. What? Oh, what happened? This incense burner is missing a foot. It deteriorated over time, huh? It's really worn out. We have lots of tools to easily fix something like this these days, so don't worry. Maybe we can stick it back on with some wood glue. Oh, not that. This incense burner was offered by your ancestors 200 years ago to seal something away. If it's broken, that means the seal is undone. You know, you have a bad habit of making a huge deal out of the silliest things. What is it? Something terribly bad? Oh. It's dangerous. If used in the wrong way, it could cause a huge disaster. Oh. My ancestors went to the bother of sealing it, so it must be bad. So, how bad of a disaster could this be? It's all written in this scroll here, complete with pictures. Oh. Here it comes. I know what's coming. What do we have here? The calamity of the Magatama of Fubarazu. One summer, which had come earlier than most years. The Magatama of Fubarazu, 2 most valuable jewels, never to be removed from the premises, spilled into the world of man and brought forth a most terrible disaster. The way this is written, it seems like a lot of people were hurt. The Magatama of Fubarazu was valuable jewels of hell, left behind by the savage gods. Should they appear in the human village, the hell demon shall appear, possess its people, and create a hellish portrait of pandemonium. Wait, does that mean a mass outbreak? That would be bad. It would be such a disaster that even Takano would be overjoyed. It has a wonderful power if used properly. But well, if you use it wrong, things get this bad. It's very dangerous, so your ancestors sealed it away beyond the distant sky to place it far away from the human world. And now that the seal is broken, what happens? That which is sealed above the sky will be unsealed. Oh. So it's simple. It'll fall down somewhere in the village. Which means we should find it right away and seal it again. Another hunt. But did you say it has a wonderful power if used properly? It might be something I'd want to play with a little first. Oh. Anyway, find it quickly. If someone else finds it and figures out how to use it for evil, then... And someone like Takano always ends up picking these things up. There's no way we can let that tramp get her fingers on a Furude shrine treasure. Even with the music, I can tell how bad things are gonna get. Treasure hunting! There's 2 fun things about it. One's obviously finding cute treasures, but you know the other? Getting all sweaty, not finding anything, realising how precious our lives and time are, snapping out of it and going home. Sarcastic, Aichi. Love it. They say you don't get tired when you're having fun, but where in that slender body was Renner storing all this horsepower? Rummaging through an oversized garbage heap was exhausting in and of itself. It didn't take long for me to pull out a picnic blanket, spread it on a decommissioned vehicle's roof and sprawl out on it. No, that isn't it. It's the time you spend looking and wondering what kind of cute things you'll happen to find. That's what makes it so much fun, even if you don't find anything. Well, it wasn't boring for me either. Thanks to all the work, this bottle of barley tea you brought tastes great. This is definitely better than the stuff at my house. How should I put it? It's like they smell different or something. That's the normal kind. You just put a pack in a teapot and boil it to get the flavour. Oh, boiling it must be the secret. We just dump cold water in and put it in the fridge. I guess you don't get the flavour if you don't heat it up first. That's right, I forgot. Renna pounded her fist and put her treasure hunting aside for the moment and came over to me. Then she brought over a bag and took something out before unwrapping it. Why, how considerate. They're cookies. Their lack of uniformity meant that they had to be homemade. Did you make these yourself? I'd be glad to have some. Yep, these are great. They're leftovers from yesterday. Dad ate most of them, so there weren't many left. Rena didn't even get to have that many. I see. So I shouldn't eat them all myself. I'll just eat half. You have some too. These are cookies after my own heart. Munch. This flavour, this texture. Oh, they're extraordinary. Rena doesn't need any, so you can eat them all, Keiichi-kun. You look so happy with them, so both Rena and the cookies she made are really happy too. I doubt the cookies are happy. Being eaten. Really? Guess I don't need to hold myself back. I could kill a man just to have one of these cookies. Munch. That's a terrible thing to say. I'm happy. I am. This fun moment sitting together. Going with Rena on a treasure hunt was the right choice. If I only ended up shutting myself in my room with Mion's comics, it would have been rude to the day itself. Scarlet began to creep into the sky. Flocks of birds started flying past. Maybe they were going back to their nests. Rena had already put away the cookie wrappers. It looked like it was time to go. So what did you dig up today? Hopes for tomorrow, I guess. This pile goes a lot deeper. I'm sure something will turn up. Rena can tell by the smell. How? If you say something will turn up, I'm sure it will. Don't lose heart. Will it be gold or a hot spring? I can't wait. If I go treasure hunting tomorrow too, will you come with me? Me? I'll consider it if I can eat more of your homemade cookies. I didn't bake any more cookies, so I won't have them tomorrow. If you don't make cookies, you won't come? Huh? Don't look at me with those eyes. Okay, I get it. I'll help you, so don't give me that look. You'll break my glass conscience. I got Keiichi-kun to help me tomorrow. When Keiichi-kun's with me, how? It's fun, even if I don't find anything. Rena usually went treasure hunting alone, but she probably also had fun doing it with friends once in a while. She gave me a fresh, invigorating smile, the kind she didn't usually show anyone during club games. After that, we decided to clean up, pack up, and leave. And the moment we went up the embankment, there was a sudden dazzling flash. Ugh, my eyes! Caught those blissful smiles on candid camera. Tomitaki-san! And Takano-san too. Hello! Hehe, hello there. Ju-san has no tact, does he? Reckon you date like that? It wasn't a date or anything. Not a date. Right, Rena? Oh. A boy and a girl coming to an empty place like this to talk about the future. Well, that's fine. That's the kind of discussion that will strengthen the bond between you. Right, Takano-san? Back when we first met, Ju-san would always have the funniest, most awkward ways of asking me out. I remember one masterful excuse in particular. What was it? Whoa, hold on there. That was my mistake, and well... Takano-san ran off, giggling, and Tomitaki-san chased after her. From afar, they looked like they had to be a great couple. They seemed mismatched at first, but they like each other a lot. Yeah. They have completely opposite personalities. Maybe they were together like the bumps and dents in puzzle pieces. Oh. Just like a bump and a dent. Ho. What do you mean? No, I wasn't trying to say anything weird. Stop blushing. You're only making this more awkward. I wonder. Bumps and dents. Bump dent. Whatever that is. Oh no, Rena's completely broken. The only way to solve this is her usual method, punching me out cold. Alright, Rena, I'm prepared. Give me her usual lightning fast punch and KO me in an instant. But then, something flew towards Rena and clunked her in the head. What was that? Rena suddenly choked up and fell to her knees, coughing over and over in a way that clearly wasn't normal. Hey, what's wrong? You okay, Rena? I rubbed Rena's back as she coughed. What the heck just happened? What's the matter? You alright, Rena-chan? Hang on. Can you breathe? Did you two throw something and hit Rena just now? Huh? What are you talking about? I definitely saw it. Something came flying and hit Rena in the head. I was sure it was something Tomitaki-san or Takano-san had thrown. But they wouldn't do something so mean, would they? Then what was it? You tell me that whatever it was fell from the heavens or something. You alright, Renna? Do you need a handkerchief? Thanks. Oh. Did you swallow something the wrong way? Have you calmed down? I was looking at the sky and fooling around when something suddenly flew into my mouth, and I swallowed it. Ooh. Swallowed it? What did you swallow? Does your stomach hurt or anything? It doesn't, but I feel a little strange. I wonder why. Did a bug fly into my mouth? If it's bothering you, you should try vomiting. They should have a sink at the office site you can use. Drink a lot of water, then put your finger in the back of your throat and throw it all up. That's a good idea. Renna, I'll help you stand, so let's go. Huh? I feel better. What? Yeah. It felt like something was rolling around in my stomach, but it went away. I don't feel it anymore. You sure it was nothing? I hope you're alright. If it's really bothering you, we can take an x-ray of your stomach to see if there's a need to remove it. You sure it was nothing? Yes. Yeah, but I'm totally fine now. Even I don't get it. I'm fit as a fiddle. Really? Should we go to the clinic and have Coach look at you just in case? No, I'm good. I'll do that if I feel sick tomorrow. But I'm all better for today. Thanks for worrying about me, everyone. The person concerned said it was nothing, so there was no point in prying any further. We said farewell to Tomotaki-san and Takano-san, and then I walked Renna back to her house. At first I was worried about Renna suddenly growing worse, but as I listened to her go on and on about how fun today's treasure hunt was, my worries drifted away, and we got to talking about going hunting again tomorrow. Bye, Keiji-kun. Thanks for taking me home. If club tomorrow ends early, let's go treasure hunting together again. Yeah! And thanks for the cookies and barley tea today. It won't be homemade, but I'll bring some kind of snack tomorrow. Please look forward to it. Awesome! I can't wait. Renna's mood seemed so good that she was fit to burst. As I watched her, I completely forgot about the fuss over the foreign object earlier. It's already really dark out. Why don't we do this tomorrow? I don't want some old person to find me and say, "Oh, Rika-chama, you mustn't be walking alone at this hour." Most importantly, they can't see you. We can't. Oh. We have to find them as soon as we can. Oh. I can feel energy waves from the sealed treasure. It has to be around here somewhere. Oh. If only a ghost energy antenna was a little more precise. We've been coming and going all over the village. Yawn. I'm tired. You don't know the terrible power of the Makatama of Fuwarazu. If you did, you might be a little more enthusiastic about this. The mystical jewels that bind people in love, right? If you give one of the pair of red and white Makatama to your sweetheart, your love will be reciprocated. Isn't that wonderful? That's exactly why it's dangerous. The young people around here would have a big bloody war over them. One story says that a group of men started killing each other over a single maiden. It's nice being young, isn't it? But I guess you're right, they shouldn't be lying by the roadside. Perhaps once the Furude Shrine Maiden retrieves them, she'll have a little bit of fun with them before returning them to the heavens. No, you can't. Oh, we're getting closer. Oh. I thought I saw something glimmer on the dark night road. It looked almost like luminous paint, and for a few moments the light shone weakly. Is that it? I pointed my flashlight at it and saw a small open box on its side. Though small, it had an intricate design, convincing me it would make sense if it held the Furude Shrine's treasure. But the outside didn't matter. What mattered was the inside. Oh. Empty. I see. The two Magatama, one red, one white, would sit in these dents. On the inside, it was made like a jewel box, empty save for the two depressions the Magatama probably fit into. It might be lying around nearby. Let's look for it. Why don't you use your ghost antenna? A human can't search for such a little jewel in the dark. Well, I think my ghost energy transmitter is stuck on the box instead. If they're not in the box, I can't search for them. Oh. How useless. Wait, transmitter? What? I swung my flashlight about, but it was clear to me that even if it had been daytime, we wouldn't have been able to find anything in all the gravel and weeds. The Magatama were probably only the size of candies, judging by the size of the depressions in the box. They probably flew out when the box fell out of the sky and hit the ground. Right next to the trash piles. The day it falls down this slope and into that mess, it'll be over. We'll never find it. Actually, what about Renna, Lord of the Trash Piles? The red and white jewels were called Magatamas, but the pictures of them in the scroll looked more like key rings with seals on them. To be frank, Renna's fingers would be just itching for these. Come to think of it, Renna said she was going to stop by the landfill, didn't she? There was a new trash pile, so I think she wanted to go treasure hunting. Could Renna have picked them up? Oh. I'll ask her at school tomorrow. Calling her this late would be pretty rude. Oh. Let's call it quits for today. Satko will get worried if I'm out any longer. And if I read the scroll a little more closely, it might give us a hint, right? Oh. Good grief. This is one troublesome magic item that made its way into Hinamazawa. Wait, I end up reading old documents and treasure hunting no matter what scenario I'm in. And it's true. Good grief. The next day. Today our normally fun lunchtime was somehow lacking in excitement. This was because Renna had been acting strange since this morning. You haven't looked good all day. You feeling sick? No, I'm not sick. Oh. There's that sigh again. Did you know that every time you sigh, a little more happiness is allowed to escape? Yeah. Happiness. How? It wasn't this bad when we first got to school. Was she sick after all? She'd been kind of dazed all morning like she was running a slight fever. Do you want some cold medicine from the nurse's office? The difference in temperature between day and night has been pretty extreme lately. No, I'm okay. Today, well, could leave Renna alone. Could you? Renna said only that, her tone lethargic, before leaving our circle and going back to her seat. Then she rested her chin on her hand, stared out the window and sighed again. From what this old man can see, it must be love. Love? Oh, that's, well, oh, what a splendid occasion indeed. No doubt about it. Your mind's been somewhere else all day, filled with thoughts for certain someone. Putting your chin on your hand and sighing like that, isn't that exactly what a maiden in love would do? You think? Looks to me like, well, that she's feeling sick because she swallowed something weird yesterday. Something weird? Yeah, yesterday when we went treasure hunting. Something, I don't know what, fell on her. Then it popped right into her mouth and she swallowed it whole. So what, it fell from the sky? It must have been one of Cupid's arrows of love. Fell from the sky? What's up with those cat ears for a split second? As we were focused on our Renna discussion, Rika-chan, who had secretly planted a frog toy on Satko's seat, pricked up her cat-like ears and turned around. Oh, okay. Those are just human ears viewed from the side, right? I must be seeing things. Kaiichi, what's wrong with Renna? Well, get this. Yesterday she said that someone had dumped a new trash pile at the dam site. We went treasure hunting there. The usual stupid stuff happened, and right when she looked at the sky with her mouth open wide, something fell, dropped right into her mouth, and she accidentally swallowed it whole. Something fell out of the sky into her mouth. She swallowed it? Hanyu, did you hear that? That can't be. Oh. Hanyu being invisible was convenient at times like this. As Renna breathed another sigh, her expression absent-minded, Hanyu went right up to her, held her hands above her head, and started trying to sense something. Oh. Eek! What did you just yell for? Wait, you mean... A Magatama is inside Renna. The Magatama's power is inside her. Well, that makes things easy. Want to try a drive-by gut punch? Actually, a counter-attack would kill me. Well, giving her a laxative. Wait, this isn't a joke. It isn't that simple. Oh. It's not even shaped like a Magatama anymore. Renna ate it, so its form lost all meaning. Now its power resides in Renna. Which means what? You can take a dose of Magatama and absorb it through digestion? What now? You were the one who created this item. Can't you do something? Of course I can do something. If we get the red and white Magatama together, then bring her to my sanctuary, the Furude Shrine grounds. I can chant a curse-removing charm and undo it. Then it's simple. Let's bring Renna to the shrine on the way home, and that'll be that. But Rena only swallowed the red Magatama. Without the white one, I can't undo the curse. Rena will fall in love with whoever picks up the white Magatama. And if the red Magatama's effects are appearing in Rena now, that means someone already did. That person is now the only thing on Rena's mind. Oh, if Rena goes out of control and does something she can't take back, a fate, a complay, it'll ruin her whole life. Oh. Why, you little... You made these magic items, you better take responsibility. Why the heck did you make something so dangerous? If you just use them properly, they have a wonderful effect. They can bond people in love. Oh. But they caused a huge disaster a long time ago, didn't they? I get it now. I know exactly why my ancestors sealed them away. You're such an inconvenient nuisance of a god. Oh, but on the other hand, if it came undone like this, your ancestors didn't do a very good job sealing it. When they sealed it, if they'd offered steamed buns or something to me like they were supposed to, it would have made the seal stronger. Right, okay. Now you've said it. Offerings are important, right? Then since you can't eat them, I'll eat instead. The stuff we got at 7th Mart for such a bargain yesterday, that is. The giant maximum spicy king-size kimchi. And I'll make a special version just for you. Where I mix together mustard and wasabi and Tabasco sauce and pour it all on top. I'll be totally okay with that, but what about you? Rika, your sense of taste is crazy. If you ate that, you'd burn your tongue off. And then I'll shove it all inside those cream puffs I got for you. Gah! Demon, you're a demon, a brute, a monster. Stop it, stop it. Oh! It's too late to apologize. Eat this. Wait. Meep? Suddenly someone picked me up by the back of the shirt. Oh, am I a kitten? Meow. I looked up to see Keiichi holding me. I don't get what you're floundering around for. But you know something, don't you? Something about what happened to Rena. Meep? Meep. We'll need someone who speaks Meeplish to translate. Which is it? Yes or no? She's faking innocence, which means she's guilty. What did you do, Rena? Guess there's no point in pretending anymore. Either way, I couldn't leave Rena like this. I confessed to them and asked for their help. Sacred Furude Shrine treasures, the Makatama of Fuwarazu? That's right. Very amazingly annoying treasures that bind people in love, whose name is said to mean not knowing discord. From the scroll's pictures, they just look like key rings with seals on them, don't they? I agree. Even if it hadn't fallen into her mouth, knowing Rena, she would have taken them home. Why do these jewels look so adorable? Fur seals are known for their vigorous reproductive habits, so I think I've seen them used on TV to symbolize passionate love. I see. That proves that fur seals were in Japan for hundreds of thousands of years, and even introduced to the Furude Shrine. I see. These might be some real out-of-place artifacts. But there's only one thing that doesn't make sense. Why should treasures like these fall out of the sky and into Rena's mouth? Nipa. Still, I'm a little surprised treasures that belong to Higurashi would bind people in love. I always thought of him as someone who tormented and cursed people. People have been talking a lot about Higurashi's curse and stuff in recent years, which gave him a reputation for wickedness, but originally he was a god of marriage. Of course, mainly he'd curse you if you didn't get along. Oh, indeed. I believe the Furude Shrine used to sell marriage charms. So, this isn't just a story they tell about the Magatama, they actually work miracles. That's right. At this moment, the power of the Magatama of Fuwarazu has taken root in Rena. They were a red and white pair, right? And whoever holds the red one falls in love with whoever holds the white one. Sounds way more one-sided than a mutual love. Yup. Rena swallowed the red one, so no matter who picks up the white one, she'll fall for them. Meep. This has turned out to be a rather fantastic story. And to return Rena-san to normal, we need to find the white Magatama. Plus, given how she's acting, someone's already found the white one, right? If we leave this be, Rena's just going to fall deeper and deeper in love with them, regardless of how she really feels. It sounds romantic, but we have no clue what sewer the other person crawled out of. We can't have that. All anyone has to do is pick it up to steal her heart, right? That's right. They could be a child or an old person, a man or a woman, it doesn't matter. To say nothing of a family member picking it up, that would be a disaster in a number of ways, Nipa. That certainly would not be good. It would seem the situation calls for immediate action. It's a race against time. And it still works if you eat it, so if a dog happened to walk by and gobble it up, it would be a terrible thing. That would be terrible, huh? Ugh, this old man, he'll pass on that kind of thing. Not a furry? Why is that? Would that not keep damage to a minimum if Renaissance could play with a dog? Sato's still pure. Pat, pat. Anyway, we know these Magatama magically deceive people's hearts. We gotta do something before it's too late. Yeah. Free will is important in love. You can't force it with some magic spell or another. Even though that does seem a little romantic. Anyway, let's do something before it turns into a fait accompli. If we don't, it'll become a real disaster. The problem is, who picked up the white seal? Hinamazawa may be a rural village, but if we don't know who found it, there's nothing we can do. Huh? That's the easiest part. The magic is making Rena fall in love with a person with the white Magatama, right? That person is all she's thinking about right now. In other words, we just have to ask Rena herself. That's a good point. Rena! This old man wants to know. Just who is it that stole your heart, Rena? I'd seen Rena go into a frenzy more than a few times before, but this had to have been the longest one yet. I can't say it. How? Well, I figured as much. Man, she got a lot stronger. There's a lot more hits in her combo too. I'm sure she'll be nerfed in the next patch. It'll be fine, Mion-san. It's just not right to ask a girl who she likes so directly. I'm sorry, this old man isn't a little girl, so he didn't understand. This is getting really annoying. Rena of all people, didn't we know she could convert the love in her heart into raw attack power? This is just getting worse. Hey, you're directly responsible for this, so start thinking of a way to fix it. Think about it, if you put that spicy demon away. Oh, is that so? Let's find out how many mouthfuls I need to eat before you come up with a bright idea. I'll think about it. Ding! I got it! That was pretty lame. So, what did you come up with? Hanyu pointed to Rena's seat. She was reading a book now, probably because she was tired from all the sitting around and staring out the window with her hand on her cheek. Sometimes she left the horseplay aside and read a book. It wasn't an unusual sight by any means, but she still seems different. She brought some books that aren't quite the same as her usual ones. What's the matter, Rika? Meep. I'm watching Rena. She might give us a hint. I wonder what she's reading. I can't really tell from here. Having learned a lesson from Rena's attacks earlier, Mion was being careful to keep more distance than she had to. What is it? Oh, I think it's a how-to book. I wonder what she's learning about. The photographs. It's a photography magazine. And she's got a camera catalogue too. There's only one person in Hinamazawa who matches those keywords. Yeah, no doubt about it. She even has the weekly supplemental peeping issue, Nurse Low Angle Special Edition. It's only one person it could possibly be. The last item was the nail in the coffin. But anyway, it meant it had to be that guy. Jeez, he's always just wandering around, so why'd he end up being a key person in every single world? Oh, I wonder if he'd teach me how to use a camera if I asked him. If I did! I wonder if he'd go into great detail. If he would. I wonder if he'd treat me nice if I dressed up as a nurse. If I dressed up. And then, how? Rena calmly got out of her seat. Hearts and flower petals filled her eyes, and doubtless you would see an even more amazing image if you peered into them. Hey, Mi-chan. Rena suddenly feels really sick, so she's going home early. How? How brash. Rena burst out of the classroom without waiting for school to end. Rena. Oh, Tomita-kun. Okamura-kun. Perfect timing. Don't let Rena leave. Stop her. We can do that. We can't do that. No. We saw what she did to the class president just now. It does seem impossible, even for all the club members at once, to defeat her. We still can't let this happen. Satoko. Mion snapped her fingers and a single string dropped down from the ceiling, ending up in Sato's hands. Oh, aye, sir. Take this. Sato yanked it, and that was when the jump rope trap sprung into action near Rena's feet as she ran for the school entrance. First we'll make her trip, and then we'll all pile on her. Yeah? But before Satoko could finish, the jump rope tore with a loud ripping noise. What superhuman strength to tear apart a nylon jump rope like that? A mere jump rope was unable to stop Rena, and now she was already changing into her outdoor shoes at the shoe cubbies. Hey! No running in the halls! Sensei, I'm sorry, I'm going home early today. I'll invite you to the wedding reception. How? What? Stop! How'd a little student get ahead of me? Wait, that's what you're upset about? We're leaving early too. We have to find Tomotaki-san before Rena does and get our hands on the white Magatama. That's our only option. Let's search for places Tomotaki-san might be. Hanyu, look for Tomotaki using your ghost energy radar. I don't like that name for it, but I can tell you he's on the shrine grounds. And Takano is with him. Oh, convenient. That's where they needed to take them both. Oh, wonderful. Hooray for cliches. Couples are always together at times like these, aren't they? Meep, Tomotaki should be at the shrine. You think so too, Rika-chan? I was just thinking that. But it looks like Renaissance thinking the same thing. She's running towards the shrine. What monstrous speed. She'll be out of sight in a flash at this rate. All we can do is chase after her. We have to do something before Rena starts hitting on Tomotaki-san. When Takano gets jealous, the love triangle will be very awkward. Nipa. I don't really care if the two of them break up, but it would be terrible if she vented her anger by putting her final plans into action right away. Rena had already vanished out of sight. But we couldn't stop her. Our only choice, like Mion said, was to chase her down as fast as we could and keep casualties to a minimum. And so, when we made it to the shrine, cliches are wonderful. The typical scene of carnage everyone was expecting had come to fruition. Oh my, I should have expected no less, Juro-san. You sure are popular with children. Since when were you such a celebrity, You got it all wrong. This has to be some kind of mistake. Oof. Rena-chan, don't cling to me like that. Hey, Tomotaki-san. Can you teach Rena about all the things you can do with cameras? Can you teach her? I mean, the way the camera is long and treacherous, but it's definitely worth travelling. I'm happy you're showing an interest in it, Rena-chan. Oh well, don't mind me then. After all, Juro-san is a very, very kind-hearted veteran cameraman. He'd be nice and teach just about any interested girl, not only me, isn't that right? That kind, gentle part of you, Tomotaki-san. Rena loves it. I wonder if you could teach me about cameras and about many other things too. Many other things. What other things? Juro-san, you haven't even found out what those other things are yet, but you still teach her. You're so good at this. At times like these, Juro, can you be very forceful? He can be very forceful. What's he forceful about, I wonder? But Rena, well, if it's Tomotaki-san, she'll let him teach her. Just about anything. Just about anything. No. Tomotaki's gross-sounding laugh echoed through the shrine grounds. Maybe an average boy of this nation who had never experienced a girl's advances would have this kind of reaction. This was funny, so next time we should experiment on Keiichi and test it on Akasaka during this next family trip. Maybe it would be rude to the two of them, but this was an incredibly amusing struggle when seen from afar. Rena, open your eyes. Your feelings for him aren't real. Aren't real? How rude. These are Rena's true feelings. Rena realised something. Tomotaki-san is really very kind. It might not mean much at all, but now that I've realised it, I can't ever forget it. I'm sure Rena's the only one who could ever appreciate his kindness. So Tomotaki-san is the only one for Rena now. His brain must have been producing every single chemical that could make him feel pleasant. Tomotaki made a face like he was in heaven on earth, and he stood there in a daze, a trickle of drool hanging from his mouth. Takano's expression made for a marked contrast with his, and that contrast was truly delightful. Tomitaki-san, you can't forget about Takano-san. You're gonna abandon your own partner? That's right. I'm sorry, Rena-chan, but I already have Takano-san. So, well, I wonder what you mean by partner. You'll have to be more specific. You have to say exactly what you mean, or I won't understand. Well, Rena can tell you. Takano-san's your friend, Tomitaki-san. His friend? Oh, Rena-chan, you don't understand adult relationships yet, do you? I do too. Come on, Tomitaki-san. Rena wants to take pictures of wild birds with you. And if you want, she can even dress up as a nurse and be a model too. What? Really? No, wait, we can't. I already have Takano-san. You'd rather have someone who you've asked several times to let you take a picture of her in a nurse outfit, but never gave you the okay? How rude. Ju-san would never say anything like that. That's a lie. Oh shit. Rena understands everything about you, Tomitaki-san. You say you're taking pictures of birds, but your eyes are always drifting to Takano-san instead. Rena knows. You don't want to take pictures of birds, you want to take pictures of her. But all Takano-san does is say suggestive things and won't let you take any pictures. That's mean and makes her a failure as a partner. Rena will take your seat as your partner home with her. Rena would be a model, Tomitaki-san. Come on, Tomitaki-san, for the nurse uniform, white or light blue and pink, which would you like? Yeah, going bonkers. Looked like Tomitaki's CPU finally experienced a thermal meltdown. Steam burst from his ears and nose like a locomotive, and the sounds from his mouth were much the same before he fainted. I don't care anymore. Fine, go on. Kindly teach Rena-chan all sorts of things. I don't care. I'm leaving. We couldn't stop them from breaking up. Sadko, aren't you ready yet? Meep. I'm okay here. I'm doing it. Other than the mountains behind Hinamizawa, these shrine grounds were where the majority of Sadko's traps had been set. She adjusted all their sights and aimed them at Rena. Now, fire! Huh? Rocket-like objects flew at Rena from all sides. It was a dangerous trap using remodeled bottle rockets, one that all you good children should never attempt to imitate. No, this could hardly be called a trap anymore. It was a full-on warship barrage. So, did it work? I don't think that attack is enough to stop Rena while she's gone berserk. But it's choking her. Kaiji-san, take Tomitaki-san away while we have the chance. Take him away? I'll practically have to drag him. How? Why is everyone being so mean? Achoo! Achoo! Oh, my bottle rocket spice mix, now with plenty of pepper. Please enjoy your stay in the sneezing hell. I got caught in it too. Choo! Anyway, let's hide behind the assembly hall for now. And then we'll search Mr. Tomitaki's body. I'm sure he's got that Magatama somewhere. He's frothing at the mouth, but he looks very happy. But when he wakes up, it'll be terrible for him, I'm sure. We should give him head pats while we can. Meep. We dragged Tomitaki behind the assembly hall for now. Rena was still stuck in a severe sneezing hell, but that wouldn't hold her off very long. She'd be over here in no time flat. And not only that, she probably now thinks of us as obstacles the way of her love. So she'll come at us in a preemptive attack, one utterly without mercy. Come on, pat him down. Fish around in his pockets and stuff. Small change, crumpled up receipts. What a shameful collection of possessions. That's strange, I can't find it. Tomitaki-san, is it right? Hanyu, you look too. We have to find it before Rena gets here. Oh, of course I'm searching. Well, I can't find it either. What? If you can't find it, doesn't that mean he doesn't have it? Then why was Rena chasing Tomotaki? He doesn't have the Magatama anymore. Oh. The Magatama of Fubarazu stimulate the brain's love receptors. It makes your brain secrete the same chemicals as when you're in love. That's how it creates false feelings of love. Oh. The effects will still be active for a little while, even if Tomotaki no longer has it. We're too damn busy for your seemingly sensible blathering. What's that mean? Tomotaki had it until a few moments ago, but doesn't anymore. What was that? Wait, then what'll happen to Rena? Suddenly she's nowhere to be seen. She must have gone looking for whoever has the Magatama now. That isn't good. If we lose sight of Rena, we'll have no way of knowing who she's after now. Which means it would be faster to wake up this fool and ask him. I twisted a faucet that was conveniently nearby and pointed the hose at Tomotaki's face. Wah! Ack! Wait, it was a dream? Was all that a dream? Rena-chan offering to dress up like a nurse for a photo shoot? I knew it was strange. And breaking up with Takano-san over it? What a terrible dream that was. It's a good thing it was a dream. Anyway, Tomotaki-san, you picked up a white Magatama yesterday, right? Huh? What? I don't know about any Magatama. I did find a white keyring with a seal on it. Here, look, we found it when we ran to Kaiichi-kun at the dam site yesterday. That's the keyring. What happened? Right. Well, I just gave it to Takano-san as a present. She complained about me picking it up off the ground, but she still accepted it anyway. She's really dishonest sometimes, which makes her all the more charming to me. That means it's Takano-san. Where did Takano-san just go? I think the swamp is over that way. Oh no, Rena's already headed there. I see it doesn't matter that she's a woman. What a frightening effect. This pairing is a surprise to me too. I like to laugh at the misfortune of others, but she was a club member, so we couldn't leave her be. We ran off towards the swamp. Jeez, how unpleasant, how utterly unpleasant. How could Jiro-san fawn over a girl that much younger than him? I mean, I suppose I'm not honest with him all the time. Whenever he asks me for something, I like to refuse at first, just to tease him. But I wish he would understand that it's only because I really do like him. I mean, if Jiro-san absolutely begged me to do it, I wouldn't mind being his photo subject in my work clothes, but... so embarrassing. But if he insisted, then... Eek? Did you hear all that? No, I didn't hear anything. What is it? Did you need something? If it's about Jiro-san, I don't want to hear it. Who are you mad at? Is it Rena? Or is it Tomotaki-san? It's not your fault, Rena-chan. I was just feeling fed up with that weak-willed idiot. I thought so. Rena was fed up too. He got to spend all that time with a charming woman like you, and he got distracted by another girl. He's the worst. How miserable he must be to not notice how attractive you are, Takano-san. I know, right? Oh. Wait, you were the one who got between us in the first place. Besides, what happened to Jiro-san? Why did you come after me? Oh, I don't care about Tomotaki-san really. And also Rena. Well, to tell the truth, What is it? Could you say it a little louder? The one Rena actually loves is you, Mio-san. What? Wait. Oh, it's not nice to see his adults, Rena-chan. What is an adult, really? Am I not allowed to love someone because I'm not an adult? I thought loving someone was how you became an adult. Hey, don't cling to me. Is this one of your punishment games? Nothing of the sort. Rena's always had eyes only for you, Mio-san. I want to call you my big sister, Mio-san. I want to be your little sister. I want to greet you every morning and tell you your tie is crooked and fix it for you. You know, people make this mistake sometimes, but I don't actually swing that way at all. It's a lie. Rena understands. I see the dirty looks you give to men. It might look like you and Tomotaki-san are in a relationship, but in reality, you're even lying to yourself. It's only so that you can fool yourself into thinking you can have a normal love. I know it eats away at you too, Mio-san. Men are nothing but beasts. There's no way a person and a beast could ever understand one another. But I'm sure Rena and Mio-san can.
I want to discover the darkest secrets of Onakafuchi Village with you, Mios. I want to do a real Watanagashi with you, and cut open stomachs and pull out people's insides with you. By the time we arrived, Rena was in the middle of an incredible attempt at seduction. But did she think this was a joke? Your liver is so cute, Rika-chan. I want to take it home. You call that a joke? Sorry about this, Mio-san. It looks like spring has come in Rena's head. And well... Spring? What do you mean by spring? Well, everything Rena's blurting out right now has nothing to do with what she actually wants, and... Silence. You dirty ape. Here we go. Ah, Rena-chan. It took until now to realise it. You're right. You're completely right. Thanks to you, I finally realised what I was missing by being with Jiro-san. How, Mio-san? Hey, no hugging allowed. Buggle? Rena didn't even show mercy to Sadako. How? Rena won't forgive anyone who tries to tear her away from her true love, even if it's Sadako-chan. Jeez, it's even worse than with Mr. Tomataki, since this one's accepting it. Thank you, Rena-chan. I feel like I could stay with you forever. Now let's go bring about Oyashiro-sama's curse, together. And then we'll line up at the table of the gods, and hold each other tight for all eternity. Ah, Mio-san. Is it alright if I call you my big sister from now on? Oh, great. At this rate, the great Hinamizawa disaster will happen tomorrow night. The two of them will cut up with my stomach and make a stew with my insides. Can you? Takano definitely has the Magatama, right? I think so. Yes, she does. Me, Keiichi, Sadako, if we leave things be, it won't only be Rena's life on the line. Something terrible could happen to the whole of Hinamizawa. We need to get the Magatama away from Takano as quickly as we can. Yes, we do. That keyring with the white seal you have, that's Rika's, right? Please return it to her. I don't want to. Why should I have to give you something someone else gave me? Still, this was Rika-chan's. Takano took the white Magatama out of her pocket and stared at it, fascinated. Yes, it is. Rika-chan says it's a precious treasure of the Furude Shrine. Mion, you dumbass. If you say that to her, she'll... What was that? A precious treasure of the Furude Shrine? Oh. Now that I know that, I won't be giving it back so easily. Let's get going, Rena-chan. It's time for a thorough investigation of this mystical jewel. What shape is it? But wait, what size? Maybe we'll see how it tastes, too. Oh no, it tastes terrible. Get her. Oh. No, I won't be giving it back. Hey you, wait right there. Not so fast. Rena won't let you chase Mio-san. Rena stuck out her arms and prevented us from following Takano. If anyone else had done that, they wouldn't have been much of an obstacle. But with Rena, it looked like it would be a pain. Actually, with Rena as she is now, I feel like even Akasaka with his armor-piercing bullets would be in trouble. Crap. Rena, move aside. We only want that Magatama Takano-san ran off with. You can't have it. Rena Ryugu won't let a single soul get in the way of Mio-san's research. If we move into close range, Rena will have way more reach and speed. Which means we have to get her from outside her range. Sorry Rena, don't hate me for this. Mion pulled something out. 2 handguns? No, they were those model handguns she always made a point of walking around with, despite not only never pulling them out, but also them looking completely unusable. No more than a precaution. Kids, never point a weapon at another person like I'm about to do. Take this, my Mion bullet. With splendid form, she showered Rena in a torrent of BBs. Her shooting skills look just like that certain style where just mastering the basics increases your combat ability by 120%. But Rena didn't move a single step. Instead she swung her hands through the air and blocked all the BBs from a point-blank range. Oh? Mi-chan, was that your only trump card? Rena grinned, then pointed her palms out at us. Then, moving her fingers like a magician playing with a ball, she twirled all the caught BBs between her fingers. I'm not very impressed with you shooting a model gun at someone's face. Not very impressed. Ugh. Huh? What's the matter, Kai-chan? Does your stomach hurt? Mion's just the best. Now it's Rena's turn to get going. It's Rena's turn. Something terrible will happen to anyone who gets in the way of Rena's romance. They should have told them both, you know, let's get you married up at the shrine or something. It's time for you to do something, Keiichi-san. Do something to Rena-san with that silver tongue of yours and put an end to this. That's easier said than done. That's a secret art among secret arts. Not even I can just use it whenever. So secret that ancient China feared it as an ultra-secret art that would end your own life if you used it. A final ultimate secret art the martial artists risk their lives on. But despite me saying that, Hien has used it several times already, hasn't he? He came up with a theory that it's like having multiple lives. People will say you only have one life to live, but in Japanese culture there are few ancient writings that understood the remaining life system. Just look at how we say that cats have 9 lives. In the first place, the life system was a fundamental part of shooting games since times immemorial. What? All that's perfectly obvious, you say? You're wrong. A true remaining life system is when you get to replay from the last checkpoint before you died. Coming back to life in the same place you died may look like a remaining life system, but it's actually no different from a hit point system. Who could have predicted that this obvious, important system in shooting games would ironically collapse in the genre's biggest hits? Take Gradius, for example, established as the highest achievement in the shooting game world. When you die in that game, all your power-ups go back to 0 and you have to restart back at a predetermined respawn point. During later stages of the game, you would die right when you respawned, over and over, rewinding to the exact same place, so it didn't matter how many lives you had left. It's a trap. It's practically what invented the word trap. And its sequel, I don't know that one. Brought a novel, new idea to the shooting game genre at the time, respawning in the same place you died. Now even children could play, free from worry. Anyone could brute force their way through the game, no matter what stage or boss they were on, as long as they had lives left and 50 yen for each to continue. But it was at that point that the game stopped being sacred. Enemies you couldn't beat, no matter how many times you tried, and bosses and stages. And the exhilaration you feel at finally winning. What? Oh crap, I couldn't read that. What? Oh, I don't think you're meant to be able to read it. He's just on a rant. Royal Flare. I'm just picking out words. It even went off the bottom of the screen then. How? Ben has absolutely no idea what you're saying. Well, that's good. I had no clue either. Really? I knew what he was talking about. I mean, I had the skill to see Moku-chan. The returning bridge was a close call though. Oh boy, what a haphazard ability. It actually stopped Rena dead in her tracks too. If you want to kill Keiichi, I guess you have to do it all at once. If you foolishly ask if he has any last words, there's no telling what would happen. I get it. Takano was right to kill him with a single bullet in Higurashi, wasn't she? If he'd gotten to say something at the end like the others, it would have really softened the blow of that tragic scene. Wait, Rika. He stopped Rena, but it doesn't matter if nobody is going after Takano. Wait, huh? Were we all entranced by those fantastic words? Stupid, stupid. What the heck are we doing? Baka! Oh no! Takano-san's gone! We lost sight of her. Ages ago. Wait, Kai-chan, according to one of ZN-san's readme files, there's a part where he says that bombs are basically the same as remaining lives. Zen-san? No, those are just the modern shmup bombs that immediately make you invincible when you press the button. When bombs first appeared in Tiger Alley, it took almost a second for one to go off when you activated them. Rena doesn't really get it, but the fairies that drop items for you when you use a continue are really cute. Cute! Absolutely no idea what any of you were talking about. I'm sorry, Satoko. I'm able to keep up with them. Raiden is nostalgic too. Ah, I get it. We started with Hien and ended with Raiden, meaning we left quite a lot behind. No, wait. Takano. None of that matters. We have to go after Takano. Oh, that's right. We have to get the Magatama back. Kaiju-san, you engage Rena-san in some more strange conversation for us. We're going. Is that so? Have a nice time. I wonder if something happened. Oh. Wait, Rena, do you not care about Takano-san anymore? What happened to Takano-san? Oh. Rena looked at us blankly. As far as I could tell from her expression, she really didn't understand what she was doing here. Could that have meant Takano didn't have the Magatama anymore? It's highly possible. If Rena went back to normal, then the white Magatama would no longer have an owner. In the worst case, it's okay if nobody finds it, right? There's no problem as long as nobody picks it up. We can't do that. If an ant picks it up by mistake and brings it back to its hill, what will you do then? There will be an ant farm at the Ryugu residence the very next day. Anyway, we have to catch Takano. With her ill-natured disposition, she might have thrown it away somewhere. And now we have her. You caused us far too much trouble. Oh jeez, I need to get ready to do some analysis with Rena-chan, so let me go. Before that, return Rika's Magatama. It's really important to her. But judging by how Rena looked, Takano no longer had it. What's this? That's odd. I could have sworn I put it in my pocket. How odd. What? Did you drop it somewhere? I see, so that was the punchline. After a lot of effort, we struggled to capture Takano. She ran all around the village making fun of us, and at the end of the manhunt, we tied her up. She must have dropped it while running around the village. Now we could only wait for someone to pick it up. When that happened, Rena would react, and we would be able to figure out who it was. But when that happened, Rena would fiercely resist any attempts we made to restrain her. This is truly seriously a pain in the butt. The Magatama of Fubarazu? Yeah, that's it. We don't know how the one ended up flying into your mouth, but anyway, that's the kind of magic power they have. Then when someone picks up the white one, Rena falls in love with them, even if she doesn't mean it. That's the idea. Your heart's literally lying around somewhere in the village. I don't want that. Oh. The feeling of falling in love with someone should belong to me alone. If it doesn't, Rena's true feelings will... Oh. Oh, what's this? Rena's true feelings? Is this someone you like? Why don't you tell this old man? I can't even tell you, Mi-chan. She beaten her up. Mion, try a little harder to understand a girl's heart. Though it's weird for a man to say that. If we find the white Magatama, Rika-chan will do something about it, right? Yeah. So now we're desperate to find the white one before something terrible happens. Though I think it's already caused a big uproar. Please, Keiichi-kun, find the white Magatama and save Rena. I don't want someone else to have control over my feelings. Right. I got it. We'll save you, Rena. So if the Magatama's power takes hold of you again, please go easy on us. Nobody can stop you when you're in cute mode. I can't. It was like this with those two, but my head got all filled with a fuzzy feeling, and I couldn't think about anything anymore. So Rena doesn't think she'll have any mercy when it happens. Before, when you all came, Rena wondered why you all got in her way. I thought for sure you were going to tie me up, pour gasoline on me, and have a big explosive barbecue. I see. Anyone Rena is fond of will be helpful in a few ways. How? At this rate, I'll never be able to become a cute bride. Anyway, all we can do is keep searching. For both Rena and the villagers, we have to settle this as soon as we can. In the end, we could only go back along the route Takano had fled and look to see if it was lying anywhere. But there was no way we could find a single jewel, no bigger than the tip of your thumb. When it started to get dark, everyone grew tired and we started thinking about the more passive approach of waiting until Rena reacted to something. Everyone, I'm sorry. Rena's causing you so much trouble. It isn't your fault. You were just unlucky. I'm sure we'll fix this together. Okay. It's late though, so let's call it quits for today. Rika-chan, could you read the scroll again to see if there's any better way to do this? I will. To take responsibility for causing this disturbance, I'll brave a super spicy kimchi dish tonight. Ow. Who? How unrefined to flail around like that. We decided to call off the search for the day. I could only hope somebody normal picked it up. Uh-oh. Keiichi, you have a phone call. Huh? During dinner? Wonder who it is. Could it be about Rena? It's from Rena-chan's father. What? I've got a bad feeling about this. Hello? Yes, good evening. I apologise for calling this late. Is Rena there? She ran out of the house earlier this evening and hasn't come back. She ran out of the house? How was she? Well, she was in a headlong kind of run, like when she's playing a prank on someone. I thought she was going to one of her friends' houses. That settles it. Somebody picked up the white macadamia. Nice pictures. I think it's the first time we've seen some of these nighttime ones, isn't it? I'm very sorry for being late. What's the situation? We just got permission to go into Rena's room. Judging by how she was acting at school, she must have left some clues in there. Yeah. Come to think of it, I've never been in Rena's room before. Makes me kind of nervous. Oh wow. I had a feeling, but this room's really something. Yeah, look at that light. Can't tell whether it's a collection of trinkets or just a mess of junk. And yet she knows exactly where to find each and every one of her treasures. Just as terrific as she is. How did she fit all these things in here? She must have been a dog in her past life. Bet she liked collecting a lot of shoes and stuff. I always thought girls' rooms would be like more tidy, more cute and bright and girly. Maybe that's just a misconception that guys have. I mean, Rena's room is like this, and Mion's room has comics laying around everywhere. Well, this old man isn't a little girl after all. Meep? I think that was just Mii's manga room. Keiichi, have you ever been in Mii's actual room? Not in the main building, the one further away. Vika-chan, shh. Shh. Ah, would you look at this? Look at all the books over here. Sadako pointed over at Rena's desk. A big pile of books, some open, sat on top of it. What kind of books is it this time? Comic book volumes, maybe? What's this? Modern Washizu Mahjong, like the Crying Dragon, Story of a Mahjong Wanderer. Wait, these are all books on Mahjong. What? Who could it be? Well then, it's time for me to declare Ricci. I finally got a good tile. That's a lie. Rena knows. Aksaka-san, you've been pretending to build your hand since turn 5, but you're actually just discarding your drawers. You're switching the tiles in your hand to make it look like you're keeping them. But why would you suddenly declare Ricci now? Why now? Rena understands. You could stay in Tenpai without Ricci, but you've got a good tile to get rid of and make your discards look good. All for a trap? All for a trap? Phew. Now this is a surprise. Ryugu-san, how in the world did you become such an incredible Mahjong player? It's true, Aksaka-san's discards are nice and filled with pin tiles, and if he even has a Suji, making a 6-pin look like a safe tile, doesn't it? You're good. That was a splendid read. That's a lie. Why'd you keep lying? Why? You were lying just now. This is a trap to get Uishi-san to think you're waiting on the 6-pin. Oh, is that true, Aksaka-san? Yeah, you're good, Rena-chan. Have you been playing Mahjong long? No, not really, I just read a bunch of manga. Because, well, I just want to play with Uishi-san. Rena's cheeks flushed pink and she snuggled up next to Uishi's arm. Uishi grinned, not so satisfied as he's like others to think, his upper lip pulling way up high in his excitement. Foo? Well, what's going on now? Does this mean I finally have the charm for Dandy now that I've reached the end of my middle age? Oh, this is the child you wanted, Uishi-san. Here you go. If you've won this, you'll get a mangan, and you can turn the tables on Aksaka-san. Ho! Look at that. You even know the tile I needed. I've been blessed with a good partner tonight. If I lose any more, I won't have enough money to pay for the Shinkansen fare back home. Sorry, Yuki, but I can't back down now. Not now. How a cute tile. I'm taking you home with me. Pon, chi, and another can. I'm taking all the soul tiles home with me. Oh, Ryugu-san, Aksaka-san's already in Ricci. Isn't it dangerous to reveal more Dora? Uishi, what a game. The table is like a typhoon. Young lady, your hand is clear for all to see. I won't play into it. This isn't a sewer tile. And with more Dora on the table, I'll press my attack. I'll call another can as well. How, I'll run off your can. Chankan, Dora. One red, a mangan. What kind of mahjong are you playing, young lady? A Yakula's hand? Well, beginner's luck happens sometimes. You have to be especially careful when playing against a beginner. How? Well, that tile fell over when you were making your wall, Akasaka-san. Mr. Investigator, you got a glimpse of it, didn't you? You've been looking over at it all game, thinking about something. What? You mean you predicted my can and used it as a trap? Ah, well. Wonderful. Yugo-san, what talent you have. It's a surprise. How? If Rena does even better, will you let her be your partner, Ushi-san? Yes, of course, yes. Come, let's keep the momentum going tonight. This is the first time in my life I've had such a compatible tag team partner. No, I can't show her mercy anymore. We'll have to play for real, or we'll never beat her. Not even you can compete with her, Akasaka. I can feel raw ambition, the kind that not even a lot of veteran players have. The smell of gunpowder, there's no mistaking it. This girl has a gift. Ushi-san, this has gotten interesting. I'll give it my all. Bring it on. Ryugo-san, let's take everything Akasaka-san's got. You'll be paying for our entire victory celebration tonight. How? We'll take him together. And then we'll have a night celebration all by ourselves. Brenna's amazing. She could do anything if it was for someone she liked. The word impossible isn't in her cute mode's dictionary. Even during club, none of us have as many ups and downs as she does. You're right. Her results after she's exploded, and when she hasn't, are strikingly different. Anyway, we can let these people play their mahjong games. More importantly, Hanyu. We have it this time, right? Oh, there's no doubt. Uishi is carrying it right now. Uishi, we're sorry for interrupting you on the job. Did you happen to pick up a white magatama in Hinamizawa, or rather, a white keyring with a seal on it? Oh yes, I believe I did. I remember, I figured I'd bring it to the person managing lost property, but I forgot. If I don't bring it there, that'd be misappropriation, you know. That belongs to Rika. Please return it at once. That's right. That magatama is the reason Rena's acting like this. We'll turn it back to normal, so please give it back. Ah, you idiot, what are you? What? I see, so that's how it was. And here I thought I'd reached the peak of my middle age. Then if I return this keyring to you all, Ryugo-san will go back to normal? I'm not sure I'd like that. I'll need Ryugo-san's help to retake everything I've lost tonight. So I'll be borrowing her for a little while longer. We can't let you do that. Rena asked us to save her. I promised to save Rena. Give her back right now. What to do? Just like how you all settle differences with the classroom club games, in this parlour we'd side everything with mahjong. That's right. If he gives us that magatama back, Rena won't be able to be Uishi-san's partner anymore. Rena doesn't want that. She doesn't. It'll be fine. When Ryugo-san and I give it all we have, nobody can beat us. We're the greatest mahjong team that's ever lived. How? Rena will be with you forever, Uishi-san. How? Idiot. That isn't how you really feel. The magatama is just making you lie to yourself. Do you remember what you said when you were sane? You said you didn't want somebody else to have control over your feelings. You wanted us to save you. So Rena, I'll rescue you. Sorry, but can someone give me their seat? I don't mind, but they've already cleaned me out. I get it. We can't let Uishi-san get away with misappropriating someone's lost property. I'll help you, Maibara-kun. Keiji-kun, I think you'll get stripped down to your underwear, cleaned out, and then thrown out of the parlour. Just like when the Platypunks kicked out Torniko. You don't really mean that. You actually asked us for help. Rena, I'll be the one to rescue you. Right. You won't rescue you. We will. That's important, so don't get it wrong. Me needs to learn to read the mood, Nipa. I don't favour the odds if Keiichi-san's by himself. Let's all help him as his staff advisors. Come. We'll have a single East round with a seal keyring on the line. Okay, this is going on for a lot longer than I thought it would. I thought it would be a really short sort of spin-offy thing, but I'm going to end it off here, and we'll carry on tomorrow. This has been Greeny XI. Hope you've enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you again in a wee bit when we can see if we get the magatama back. See you in a bit, folks.